Hey everyone, Spider-Man 1991 here, and last week I did not have a comic review uploaded. The reason behind that is that my comics were delayed getting to the store on time, and by the time everything did show up, it was Tuesday, so I figured instead of doing another review about all those comics that were almost a week late, just talk about the one comic that I knew I wanted to talk about the most on the review, and that is Nightwing number 30, the final issue to the New 52 series of Nightwing, which is pretty much also the end of Dick Grayson's Nightwing identity, since he faked his death since Batman had his death faked in Forever Evil. Alright, this book was supposed to come out in April, like Forever Evil number 7, but unfortunately it got delayed because they wanted to make some changes to it. And by some changes, I mean really different from the original solicitation, and I'm going to get into that, but I'm going to get into what the original solicitation, this issue was originally supposed to be written by James Tynion IV, who wrote Talon for DC, and also art by McGann Hetrick, who actually drew the issue, and now the artwork for the originally planned issue is on sale on her website for about $225 a page. So, but yeah, I'll get more into that in a minute. But for the actual issue, though, the actual Nightwing number 30 that we got, it's actually written by Tim Seeley and Tom King, who are the guys who are going to be writing the new Grayson series, which will have Dick Grayson being a super spy. And they pretty much wrote this issue, and it really isn't the end of Nightwing. It feels more like Grayson issue 0, like a prologue to the Grayson series, which I understand. I get it, to just kind of show the readers of Nightwing what anyone who's planning on getting Grayson is going to be in store for. But, well, almost, because it just introduces us to some elements I think they're going to start on. But the majority of the issue is focused on Batman and Dick Grayson, with Batman locking them in the Batcave, and he pretty much has to fight Dick to make sure that he is not broken or damaged in any way from his experience with the crime syndicate. And also, while they're fighting, he tells them about Spiral and how he needs to go after this organization that wants to find out everything about all the masked heroes in the DCU, and he has to stop them and stuff. And that he's the perfect man for the job, since he is technically dead, so they won't see him coming. And also the fight itself is a little ridiculous at times, because they destroy half the Batcave as a result of it. So yeah, so basically this issue is really just a prologue to Grayson. Oh, sorry, wrong side. It is just a prologue to Grayson. Personally, I think if you're going to get the Grayson series, then you should definitely pick this up. Otherwise, you can just skip it. Or if you want to fill in, or if you've been collecting Nightwing since the beginning of the New 52 and you don't want a hole in your collection, that's another reason to get. Those are pretty much the only two reasons to buy this comic, because you're going to be reading Grayson, and also to make sure you have every issue of Nightwing if you've been collecting it since the beginning of the New 52. Alright. Now I want to talk about. Alright, so that's pretty much what we got. The original solicitation, which again was written by Tynion. I hope I'm saying his last name right. Basically, I found an article on BleedingCool.com that showed the artwork that's being up for auction that's being up to auction right now, and what it is basically it's far different from what this issue was originally planned, because it was supposed to be basically Nightwing's funeral. Alright, we had pretty much everyone. We had members of the Bat family showing up in costume. We had Batgirl, Red Robin, Red Hood, Starfire, Arsenal, pretty much showing up to Dick Grayson's funeral, and they're all. And well, there's no dialogue on these pages, but we can kind of tell from like the expressions on everyone's faces that they're all sharing stories about Dick Grayson, about how cool he was. And also there is a moment where it's like Jason and Tim kind of have like a little bro moment or something, which is nice. And also We get also Tim goes to see Batman, who's pretty much not at the actual funeral, but just like observing it from the Wayne Manor balcony, and Tim's like mad at him for not actually being there. And after that, Superman interrupts them and obviously tells them that it's time that the League's here, and we see almost all of the Justice League, Green Lantern, Flash, Batman, Superman, Cyborg, Red Robin, being like pallbearers for Dick's coffin and putting him into the ground. And then later there are a couple more pages that show Dick waking up in a hospital bed, and Batman's there, and he tells him that I'm faking, basically give him the whole, I'm faking your death, I need you to do the secret mission for me to uncover what this organization is up to and how they want to stop all the superheroes we know and love about. And basically the final page for that issue would have been Dick leaving at the airport in Gotham and getting on a plane ready for his next grand adventure. Okay, I'm going to leave a link in the description, a link to that article in the video description so you can check it out yourself. But so far, I liked the original. I gotta be honest, I like the original planned issue, a lot better than this whole Grayson prologue that we got for the final issue of Nightwing, because that felt more like a farewell issue to Nightwing, and rather than what we had here, because it looked enjoyable. It looked like we got to see a lot of people in Dick Grayson's life, and I think the story, and I think what Arsenal was about to say was probably going to give us a little more detail about his friendship with Dick Grayson, maybe what happened between the two of them and stuff. So, yeah, I really am disappointed that we didn't get to see that issue in action, that we didn't, get to see it with all the superhero community reacting to the death of Nightwing. A lot of them probably knew who he was, Batman's original Robin, so that would have been something to see, but it's disappointing that we didn't actually get it, because quite frankly, if I had my choice between that issue and what we actually had, I would have still gone with the Nightwing funeral over the Batman and Dick Grayson destroying the Batcave during their fist fight and stuff. So yeah, it's disappointing, but I think what I think DC was trying to do is just prepare everyone for what the new direction for Dick Grayson's character was. So, congratulations, you accomplished that goal, but I'm afraid, you kind of left you really didn't end the whole Nightwing chapter on a good note. But, well, not necessarily a good note, because I think a lot of people are going to say that really Nightwing ended with issue number 29, which was Kyle Higgins' last issue, and he was writing this title since the beginning of the New 52. So, yeah, overall, I think Dick Grayson, he's a great character. It will be interesting to see him out of his element, being a spy and everything. So I am a little curious about that. I'm already planning to get the first issue of Grayson, see how it is, but I'm still a little unsure about it. So yeah, overall, Nightwing number 30 is definitely a buy if you plan on checking out Grayson, and also if you want to make sure you have every issue of the New 52 series of Nightwing. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you again for subscribing to my channel and liking my videos. I'm Spider-Man 1991 saying, see you later.